Hi everybody, and welcome back to Sexual Health for Twists for Sexual Health, right? Twisting for Sexual Health. That's the name of this series.
I like it.
And we're going to jump to another pose, and we're going to actually look at 3 choices of the way you can do this pose. I'm going to probably be in the middle one, but Caitlin's going to show all of them, and it's a low lunge twist. And this is also pretty good to start for beginners, right? This is really safe. You really can't hurt yourself.
No, unless you have disc dysfunction. If you've got slipped discs or, you know,
whatever, but yeah.
You probably, your doctor's probably told you not to twist.
So she's going to show the 3 variations, and then she's going to talk me through one, right?
So this is a full spinal rotation. We're working on always stabilizing the hips and pelvis using the core muscles. We're rotating from the heart to open up through the chest and the shoulders. And then we're going to do 2 variations.
And I just want to say something. The thing is that if this isn't stable, you can't actually really twist here.
Right.
Because what you're doing is something else with your whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you feel it because there's definitely this place where you stop. Like you can't go any further.
Yeah, and I'll demonstrate kind of what not to do again. I think that's often helpful.
Okay.
So I'll sneak around. Sorry. On you. Okay, so we like to use a blanket for knees, and we're going to start with, take the right leg forward, the left knee down, and we have the knee behind this left hip. So I'm in a lunge, I'm stretching the thigh. This knee is going to be on top of the front heel. And first version, you may want to block underneath that left hand to just give you a little bit of support.
And height.
And height.
To turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to breathe in. We're thinking about the belly first. And we breathe out to draw the navel to the spine. And I like to use a little bit of proprioception on the ribs. So I'm going to bring my right hand to my left rib cage, and that's where I'm rotating from. I'm rotating the ribs and the heart. And then from there, I'm going to extend the arm to the sky.
And you could even be enough without even the arm, right? I mean, you could just actually
You can keep your hand on the leg. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hand to the sky, also great.
And talk about your neck.
So the neck, we want the neck to be in a continuous, into a continuous curve with the spine. So you can send the gaze, teachers teach us all different types of ways. You can have a continuous curve from the crown of the head to the rib cage, really. Or you can send the gaze up to the sky. That's going to be a deeper twist. Another interesting thing that I've been playing with lately is to send the gaze down to the floor. And that actually creates an oppositional twist in the neck, which is really nice. Okay, so you can hold here, any of these variations, or you can take it a little bit more advanced, lifting that back knee up. Okay, harder for the legs, harder to stabilize the pelvis.
You're really working here.
You got to use the thigh, you've got to use the core. Okay, third variation, we're going to drop the knee down. We're going to take opposite arm to opposite knee. Hands come to prayer, and we're rotating here. Big, big, big spinal twist. Okay,
and knee down. You can also do that with the knee up.
You can also do that with the knee up, and that's going to be lots of work. So let's have Wendy come on up.
Okay.
And you can take the right knee forward, that way you're twisting toward the lovely camera.
Okay.
Great. So we've got that nice twist, and let's bring the heel kind of in line with the knee. So you can relax the top of the foot, but just try not to sickle the ankle in or out.
Okay, right there.
That looks good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so she's
I
got her
am going
block.
to use the block, actually, so I can get up.
And she's bringing some space to the belly, some awareness to the core. And we're going to soften the shoulders.
But actually,
so I think this is
I
a
already...
bit too high for you.
And I already was not paying attention to my pelvis. And
So can you press your palm down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so inhale into the belly, exhale navel to spine, rotating from the ribs, from the heart. Beautiful. There's that twist. Good, so the shoulders soften, energy out through the crown of the head.
And here's the head down.
Yeah.
And here's the hand up. And this is really hard for me, actually.
Yeah, so stay with your breath, and that'll be a good indicator of how much is a good place for you to work on strengthening. Yeah, taking that back hand to the hips is also a good indicator of where your hips are in space. Are they level? Are you staying engaged? And then come on out.
And so I don't even know if I can do this other version.
Take some balance, recruiting the inner thighs. You got it. Good.
So actually, in having your arm on the knee helps a little bit. Kind of gives you stability there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
let's say, just for you practicing at home, 5 breaths.
We should do the other side.
Absolutely. 5 breaths each side in the variation of your choice.
Right.
And, you know, when you're talking, it's a little bit harder to get the full effect and really kind of drop
So
in.
actually on this second version, this is kind of maybe a good thing for them to see from behind.
Mm-hmm.
So how do my hips look?
Your hips look good. Looks like your left hip's hiking just a little bit. Good. And are you breathing? How's your breathing? How hard is this? Yeah, nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard.
So a couple of good cues to remind yourself and your body are to breathe, right? When things get hard, we often stop breathing.
And like I just did.
Yeah.
When she asked me, are you breathing? You know, and so it's like you're so busy holding it, you know, and feeling actually where you're stopped, because twists really do show you where your edge is.
Yeah, they really do.
And so it's okay to sort of get to that space, and, you know, other people in the room might be like doing all kinds of fancy things, but, you know, you have to honor where you are, and that there's still some discomfort at coming up against that space where that's the stop.
Absolutely.
You know, but there's a lot of teaching there.
A lot of teaching and a lot of, you know, internal wisdom, because you're your teacher when you get to that point. You know what your story is and what you're coming up against.
Right. And, you know, your body, this enteric nervous system, there's so much knowledge that we just write off as though it's nothing. But when you live in, you know, you give yourself 5 breaths in that pose, it's going to bring stuff up and it's going to show you things that are going to help you. It might not feel good, though. Always.
Might not feel good.
Yeah.
Drink lots of water after twists.
Also.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you another twist next. So join us again. Don't forget to tell your friends to like us and share this video with your friends. We'll be right back. See you soon.